I've been working with old wood now for probably 10 years, and I definitely have learned some lessons throughout those years. It's not easy to work with, but it definitely presents a challenge that I sometimes enjoy. Now this here, and a lot of people have asked me questions, this is an old log that was pulled out of a river, and it at the time looked really good, but it actually was less than perfect. So what I want to talk about is, what did I do to it to make it look so good? What did I do to preserve it? And how can you do it? So what you see here is what the log did look like before I got started. So at a glance, you can see there's a lot of places where there's bark, there's rot, and many other things, but there's parts of it that are completely solid. The goal of making something like this into a mantle or whatever other piece of furniture you would like to use is you could sit here and chip away until there was nothing left. So the goal is to get it looking good, get it smooth off, and get it to the point where you can work with it. But I could continue to do this until I was almost near the center of this piece of wood. Now on this piece, you can see there's a good flat edge, but on the sides, you can tell where I had to get rid of some of that rot and some of that bad wood, but it's a good piece of wood. What you're left with is a lot of bad places here. This one's a little smoother, but in here, you've got some places that are real splintery and can't really be touched. Now what, in my experience, the first thing people do when you put a piece of furniture in a house is they go, ooh, this is nice. So you don't want any splinters to get people. Once you've got your piece of wood down to what you want to leave, you've gotten rid of all the stuff like this that's real brittle, real soft. You're still going to have some soft places. And what I started using years ago, and to this day I like it on this kind of stuff, is a good water-based polyurethane. You don't have to use polyacrylic. There's Varathane, there's a couple others. They're real easy to use, dries in 30 minutes. I like to come over this with a brush, and I'll go on there real thick. I want that poly to get down in those bad spots, and even stuff like this. I mean, it's almost spongy, very porous, but that polyurethane is gonna get in there and it's gonna harden, and it's gonna really solidify all that you left on the log. After your first coat, you're gonna really know what parts actually hardened up and what didn't. Now, this piece you're looking at has had 3 coats. All this in here, after 1 coat, you could really get some splinters, because what it did is it made everything get pulled out. So I went over everything multiple times with 400 grit sandpaper. And in those crevices, I use a wire brush and really get in there and get rid of some of the splinters that just aren't gonna hang on. And after that, you come back with that second coat and you really get to where you can take your hand on this thing and you can find the bad spots. But that right there, as rough as it looks, no splinters, nothing poking out, easy peasy. Here's just another view of a spot that to the eye looks rough and looks bad. But I have solidified it, I have sanded it, I have smoothed it out, and you end up with a beautiful finished piece of wood.